Welcome to my world of TV. Tonight, we're going to unpack how we got from this on Coronation Street to this on Coronation Street. That's right, because this week on World of TV, we're going to show you how to make your own soap. We all love the soaps, don't we?
David, there's moisture seeping through the bathroom wall.
But to understand how they're made, we need to go back. Initially, soap operas, or soaps, consisted of illustrated scrolls of goat leather, which when looked at very quickly, appeared to move.
Can't wait for the next scroll.
It wasn't until the advent of cameras in the, well, over 100 years ago at least, that soaps could be captured on film and video, and the stories of everyday interpersonal experiences brought to life.
If you're in here and Chef's in the bar, who's looking after the Boot and Shoe Federation?
Now you know what it's like to be me!
Way!
It's actually incredibly difficult to get a soap right. Over the years, many have come and gone. I mean, who remembers El Dorado? Or this gem, Normandy Road leading to Salerno Road, Dieppe Crescent and Narvik Road, telling the story as it did of a young sailor with an unsightly birthmark on top of his head. Ratings were so low, it lasted just one episode before the entire set was bulldozed and turned into flats. So, what will you need to make a good soap? Well, you'll need a script for sure. The writers of soaps are some of the most poorly paid members of society. Many of them are outcasts, disfigured, and living off wine and Nando's.
I wrote Series 12 of Hollyoaks and then an Emmerdale Christmas special.
The one with the plane crash?
Which is sad when you consider how much joy they've brought us down the ages. After all, what is a soap without its scintillating dialogue? Lovely stuff. If you're thinking of putting together a soap, here's a few tips on how to make your script really stand out. Make sure you build up audience expectations, like in this classic scene from Family Affairs.
Continue in such a good mood for ages.
Oh, things are going to change. I can feel it.
Whoa there! Build them up to smash them down.
Dad, Mum, quick!
That's what expectations are there for, right? Weddings are the perfect plot device for any soap. Maximum build-up, please. Months of planning, but they must never go ahead.
Whoa, just rewind.
Excuse me! You need to stop.
Right, that's it! Not the cake! Back in! You're making a right seat! Want somebody out there? Come on!
So the wedding's off!
Except for that time on Emmerdale when Paddy married a sheep.
Will you marry me?
Similarly, if the lady's pregnant, again, lots of talk about baby, maximum build-up, but it's much better for your soap if there isn't one.
I'm not really pregnant.
You're not pregnant.
What? There were no babies.
There is no baby. There never was.
Due to the pre-Watershed time slot, soap characters have had to find increasingly ingenious ways of insulting their friends and family without actually swearing.
Oh, push off, hairy face.
He's still a glaiked, bone-headed stirk.
Is ham salty?
But smoke some on your pillow.
And I know you'll be thinking, how much can I get away with in the bedroom department on my soap? Well, in the early days, they were fairly direct.
OK for the backyard now.
Oh, no.
Come on, do as you're told.
But you're always safest with a little light innuendo.
I'm meant to be boning the quail by now.
Plenty of time for that. Hey, hang on a minute, lad. How do you expect me to get my tackle out?
Oh, I just didn't know where to put myself.
What was it like?
Beverly.
How big was it?
Talking of which, how's the chihuahua?
Disgusting.
If you're an actor in a soap, it may be that your script has been typed in Welsh, in which case, congratulations! You've just got a part in Welsh language soap Pobl a Cwm. Which is a bit like watching a scene from EastEnders backwards. Of course not, and apologies to our Welsh viewers. I love Wales and hope to return there one day. One of the best aspects for me of Pobl a Cwm is the chance to familiarise myself with the Welsh language. Over the years, I've learnt the Welsh words for all sorts of things, like, for instance, supervisor. Postmaster General.
Postmaster General in now.
Bedford van.
Bedford? Bedford van ticket.
And mint sauce.
Mint sauce.
But that's enough cheap jokes about the Welsh language. Good job they've got a sense of humour about themselves. What else will you need if you're to make the perfect soap? You'll certainly need a theme tune. And it's odd to think that the famous Coronation Street theme was actually made up on the bus on the way to the recording session. Get the theme tune right, and there's always the chance of a spin-off hit record by adding words. I think we all remember where we were when we first heard Anita Dobson's version of the EastEnders theme tune.
Anyone can fall in love. That's the easy part. You must keep it going. Everyone can fall in love.
Although my own version of the Emmerdale theme tune sadly was never picked up. Emmerdale Farm, let's go to Emmerdale Farm. Life is so sweet down upon Emmerdale Farm. Driving a tractor to Emmerdale Farm. Black estate vehicle on Emmerdale Farm. Yeah, it wasn't picked up for some reason. Idiots in charge missed out on a nice payday. Where was I? Ah, yes, you'll certainly need actors if you're to make your soap. But how do you get some? Well, first you'll send people door to door to see if anyone's interested.
I wonder if you'd like to be in a new soap.
Morning, we're looking for women to be in Coronation Street. At the same time, you should send talent scouts out to look for local characters who might suit a role in a soap. Don't forget, if you want to save money, just show the back of your actor's head, like they did in Crossroads.
Right, Dan, what's that?
Oh, proofs.
There's no mystery. I'm trying to explore a couple of possibilities.
I was looking for Mr. Hunter, but perhaps you could deal with
Mind you, that actor got so fed up with his face never being shown that he resigned, and they had to get another actor in to play him.
And now you are using them to make sure that you keep the contract by foul means or fair, so that no other contractor will touch it.
When filming your soap, think about your shots and try to make them as realistic as possible.
Morning.
We're always talking to the back of one another's heads, aren't we?
There's some barrels need changing.
I'll be down in a minute.
Unless what she said to him was even worse.
Worse than leaving you?
Of course, Mike and Alma from Corrie were masters of this technique. In fact, for the first 4 years of their relationship, neither knew what the other one looked like.
I can't help the way that I feel.
Love this variation, the three-quarter angle. Gorgeous. But take a look at this beauty from EastEnders.
It was like being back on the...
Janine starts to the left of Ricky, but just watch.
I thought I'd be able to handle
She's on the move. She's on the move. And oh,
seem so bad
she moves to the right. Textbook. And don't forget, you can always bump up the ratings with special guests, like the time Donald Trump dropped by the Crossroads Motel.
Please don't be so hard on yourself.
Hollyoaks booked Alvin Stardust, whilst Corrie had a visit from Her Majesty the Queen. Emmerdale booked Eddie Izzard.
And where's your...
And not to be outdone, Brookside had a phone chat with this guy.
Hello. Alan. Alan Partridge.
Yeah, bit of a weird one. So, you've got your script, your theme tune, and your actors, but there is one more thing you'll need. A pub. But beware, they are notoriously flammable. First, the Queen Vic went up. Then the Woolpack. Then the Rovers return. Then that pub on Hollyoaks. Good job they had that smoke alarm fitted. And no, surely not a second time.
You haven't got the nerve. Nah, you haven't got the nerve.
Yes, Peggy, he has. He has.
You haven't.
He has got the nerve. Just look at that face. Now that's acting. So, with your story, actors and your pub, you're all set to have a go at your first episode. Let's eat the magic yellow tomato and travel back down the time tunnel to see how the BBC tackled it in 1954's The Grove Family, the world's very first soap. I know the titles look more like the Addams Family, but they certainly knew how to grab your attention from the word go.
Oh, sorry, Dad. Thought you'd gone to work.
No, I'm painting our fence.
Oh, I must say, it looks very nice.
Now, don't be so funny, sonny boy. I haven't started yet because I'm
Oh.
expecting a visit from the police.
Why, what have you done?
This show was made so long ago it featured a cameo appearance by none other than Queen Victoria. With her catchphrase,
Where's me 11s?
"Where's me 11s?" Of course, it was a gentler time back then. One episode dealt almost entirely with the attributes of a mortise lock.
A mortise lock, yeah. Do you know it?
Oh, yes, I know that type. There's quite a different kettle of fish. Even a Jimmy won't budge these. Now, this is the right type to have. You see, they got the steel inserts on the bolt and 5 cleverly concealed levers.
You can see why it was so popular. But don't get me wrong, the Grove Family didn't shy away from the issues of the day. It was the first soap to tackle gay love.
I just said it. Beauty. Well, girls aren't beautiful. You stay thinking that, lad, and you won't come to any mischief.
I think. And it had its fair share of drama.
Listen, me.
Oh, 10 shillings and 6pence gone.
10 shillings and 6pence. That was a lot of money back then.
Oh, this is terrible, terrible.
You're right there, lady. But at that time there was only one channel and there was nothing else on. But what was Queen Victoria's favourite soap? Well, that would have been a follow-up to the Grove Family, The Newcomers, which told the story of a fictional light industrial manufacturing company which decides to relocate from London to a rural location. Sounds like dynamite, doesn't it? It was famous for its ashtray emptying darts biathlon. And she's off. Resets the clock. Over to the table, in with the contents of the first ashtray, safely away. Now the second, she moves to table number 2. In with the third, over to the oblong table for the 4th. Stowed beautifully, but she dithers. Oh, picks up the dart, takes aim, and...
Double top.
Double top.
Not really.
Again, it was a different time, and the stories reflected that.
No more worries? None at all. Lance will never get tetanus again.
No, and let's hope he's seen the last of his smallpox. But it was the newcomers, no, don't look at the camera, love, the newcomers that first stumbled on the idea of a cliffhanger.
We'll have to rearrange things a bit. Ellis has just phoned Amelia's coming.
Oh, no. Talk about feeding the 5,000. Where are we going to put her?
Yes, more guests coming than were laid for. So, where are they going to put Amelia?
Easy enough, dear. I'll sit on the corner and you can put another plate at that end, all right?
Are you sure?
Yes, it's no trouble.
Yes, she'll sit on the corner and you can put another plate at the end.
Yes.
Obviously, as time went by, cliffhangers became more, well, cliffhangery. But this was a start at least. Mind you, they still hadn't quite worked out how to end an episode.
It's going all over me.
I'm guessing their thinking was everyone likes a cup of tea, and if you have one cup of tea, you fancy another, so you'd want to make sure you watched it again. In 1960, it was time for the North to have a go, and boy, did they score a bullseye with this one. Well, an 18. Coronation Street has become the world's longest-running soap and features the longest-serving actor in a soap, Bill Roache, as Ken Barlow.
Hello, Ken Barlow.
Hello, Ken. Good news.
What?
You're still going to be in this thing in 40 years' time.
Oh, thank
You've got
God.
a job for life.
Yes, Ken's been there right from the start. How would you sum up your life on the street, Ken?
Home, rovers, shop, home, rovers, shop, library, doctor, prison.
Yep, that just about covers it. I think we've all got a favourite Ken storyline. Mine is when he fell in love with a wig.
I'll be in touch.
Don't bother.
You're going to be all right.
What do you care, Ken? What do you care what I'm like?
The Owl and the Pussycat.
Ah, they don't make them like that anymore. With ITV pumped up with the success of Corrie, they launched the biggest tea time soap based in a Midlands hotel of its type.
Come in.
Mrs. Richardson, I wondered if I...
Not now, Amy.
I repeat, we are about to get married.
And I repeat it at all.
I speak, of course, of Crossroads. You're probably wondering, why Crossroads? Well, the name Crossroads was actually invented by one of the actors. The odd thing is, she was appearing in an episode of Crossroads at the time.
I always thought Crossroads was an awfully good name.
And you're wondering, what did the staff at a Midlands hotel wear to work?
Oh, it's just the standard major international hotels outfit.
The standard major international hotels outfit, of course, yes. But mainly, it was all about motel matriarch Meg Richardson.
Mrs. Richardson? Yes, Mrs. Whitten. Mr. Lovejoy wanted to know what you want for your dinner. Just a salad, thank you. Oh, is that all? Well, he'll know what I mean.
I should hope so. He's a chef, after all. You could always rely on Crossroads to bring you colourful characters.
Oh, not that nature's couple with a Persian cat.
They sound interesting. More, please. Mind you, Crossroads did feature Britain's most badly positioned TV set.
Voted in favour of the motion.
Hello, Dad.
546.
What's that?
Oh, he's outside, flew with a van.
What's wrong with it?
Oh, the windscreen wipers won't work. There's a law against it.
It's a load of old rubbish.
Well, mate, it might be easier to see if you weren't watching it through an assault course of furniture. Crossroads was an innovator, the first British soap to feature the now standard cheese transition. That's a transition from one scene to the next via two unrelated pieces of cheese. Let's just watch that again in slow motion, as it's important. We start on one piece of cheddar being sliced by an old gent on a kitchen table and end up via a completely different piece of cheese back in the kitchen with Meg. Remarkable. Hard to believe those two pieces of cheese are in two separate places and times. Oh yes, Crossroads were rule breakers. They were one of the first TV shows to feature a regular disabled character in the form of Meg's son Sandy.
Everything all right, sir?
Nope.
Oh, not only that, whilst other soaps were clinging to ever more extreme storylines to increase ratings, Crossroads would often dispense with the cliffhanger altogether, opting to merely fade up the theme tune once the action got too boring to watch.
Insurance claims. Hardly bear to think about it.
Wouldn't be surprised if the paperwork outweighed the bricks and mortar.
And they pioneered the idea of the interruption as a way of ramping up the tension. In fact, they had one character whose sole function, it seemed, was to walk in on two people talking.
Challenge.
Jill, about those cougar rounds of yours.
A lifetime spitting in his eye must need his head testing.
Oh, good evening.
And stick to it.
Miranda.
I'd better take the tray.
And special fried rice. Oh, dear.
The 80s saw a flood of American imports. Dallas, Dynasty, where it was all about power dressing and big business. Crossroads tried to keep up.
And what did Rycroft want?
An order.
Or do I get to know?
6 dozen tracksuits.
But not even an order of 6 dozen tracksuits could save the ailing soap. And despite a brief return in the early 2000s, Crossroads died.
You deserve better. I deserve better.
Let's face it, we all deserve better. And it came in the form of Emmerdale Farm, with its cheery title sequence, riders on horseback, open fields, flocks of sheep, dry stone walls, birds cheeping, the great outdoors, and a coffin. Oh, I'll never forget the episode where they let the work-experienced kid operate the sound.
Like has not begun at weekend without so much as an eye.
But don't let anyone tell you that Emmerdale is simply one big Punch and Judy show.
Sausages! You need some space, did you?
That's the way to do it, Emmerdale.
Beneath, calm down!
By 1982, Channel 4 fancied a go.
This is Channel 4 with Brookside.
The only problem with the houses on Brookside was if you banged the front door too hard, the top window blew out. I think my favourite character at the time was Ron Dixon's shirt. Well, the eyes just seemed to follow you around the room. But Brookside wasn't afraid to let their actors shine, like the time they let Jimmy Corkill practice his rapping.
Yes, what do you want? I'll tell you what I want. I want a kit. I've been up after night patrolling these shops with my little torch and my little hammer. And now that it's morning, I'm trying to kit. Or at least I was, till you lot started on all your noise, all right?
Thanks, Jimmy. That was lit. But what we all loved about Brookie at the time was that wonderful Scouse sense of humour.
Teresa wanted a fur coat for Christmas, so I decided to get her a donkey jacket.
Donkey jacket. You know, Brookside was so funny that sometimes it felt more like a sitcom.
Get outside a minute, will you, love? What's the matter? I'm not sleeping in here. Why? I don't want to speak to you. Oh, Sheila. Karen! Sheila, will you come out and talk to me? It's your own business.
Coffee, please, love. Oh, sorry, love.
Meanwhile, ITV were on a roll and followed up Emmerdale with Albion Market, which turned out to be not quite the long runner they'd hoped for, lasting just 1 year.
Albion Market.
Hello. Yes, it's bad news, I'm afraid. The ratings have tanked and we're pulling the show.
Who's speaking?
It's Harry Hill, but I'm pretending to be the controller of ITV in 1985. Anyway, look, we're pulling it, so expect an explosion.
Yes, it was a shame, really, because Albion Market wasn't short on drama. Just look at that acting. It was time for the BBC to catch up, and in 1985 they turned to the East End of London for help. Yes, good old Easties, and it was Ethel who set out the soap's mission statement in episode 1.
No, I'm talking about the good old days, when everybody cared for each other. They're not coming back.
Well, she was right there. It was all set around...
And his stinking dump of a pub.
The Queen Vic. And if it wasn't happening in the Vic, it was going down at the Caff. So, what are you all having?
Oh, hello, sweetheart. Can I have 2 teas to go, please?
Could we have 2 teas over here, please, sweetheart?
Could I get 2 teas, please?
2 teas to go, please.
2 teas to take away.
2 teas, please.
2 teas, please.
2 teas, please.
Can I get 2 teas, please?
2 teas, please. 2 teas, please.
Can I have 2 teas, please?
2 teas. Can I have 2 teas, please, mate?
Can I get 2 teas, please?
2 teas, please.
2 teas to go, please, Ian.
I'll have 2 teas if you can fit me in around your fascinating love life, please.
2 teas, please, Lucy.
2 teas, please, Marie.
2 teas to go, please, Ian.
2 teas, please, darling.
2 teas, please, Ian. Cup of tea, please. Actually, make it 2 teas, yeah?
2 teas, please.
2 teas, please.
2 teas, please.
2 teas, please.
Right, a toast, a tea.
No, 2 teas.
2 teas.
2 teas, please, Tina.
2 teas, please. Can I get 2 teas, Mary?
Can we get 2 teas, please, Marie?
Yeah, I'll get 2 teas, please, Kath.
2 teas when you're ready, Kath. 2 teas, please.
Right, it's 2 teas with no...
1 tea, 1 macchiato, yeah?
Wait, what? EastEnders with its classic array of typical Cockney characters, like Tart with a Heart, Cat Slater.
I didn't become a little bit of a slag. I became a total slag.
Ah, Cat, and the love of her life, Alfie Moon. Although they did have their ups and downs.
You and me, Alfie.
Together forever. Get your filthy hands off me!
It's gonna be all right, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it's going to be all right.
You stay away from me! I won't let anything or anyone ever come between us again.
Here, good riddance.
Hey! Who's going to kill me, then?
Is
Forever?
It's forever and ever, I swear.
I'm leaving.
I love you.
You are lovely.
You make me sick.
Yes, well, you get the idea with that. More than any other soap, it's EastEnders we turn to tackle the issues of the day, like Jean Slater's long battle with mental illness.
Just to get through every day, Alfie.
Fortunately, Alfie was there with a simple cure.
Do you fancy an ice cream?
Not sure that's going to work, Alfie. Of course, the modern-day king of Albert Square, Mick Carter, is played by an actual descendant of a king, Danny Dyer. Suffice to say, he's not big on conversation.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Have a bit of respect. Shut your mouth, please. Just shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth, Mother. I'm dealing with it.
Shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Don't you start. Shut your mouth and listen to me. Shut your mouth, you, and get over here. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Call it.
So rude. I don't know where he gets it from. I mean, his mum, Shirley, is...
Shut your mouth.
Well, there you have it. From the Grove family to EastEnders, we all love the soaps. But, of course, if you have any questions, do give me a ring. Oh. Hello? Oh, hello, Danny. Well, there's no need for that. Just a sec. Hello? Shirley. No, you shut your mouth. All that remains is for me to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Now, listen here. Hang on.
It's going to be the best Christmas ever.
I'll kill you! I'll kill you, Dad!